Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today's Monday, November 21st. It is 6:23 right now. Market's in the open in about 7 minutes. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend, but it's time to get back on these charts. So let me set up this room real quick, and then we can get started shortly. All right, a couple more things here to update. Looks good. A few more things right here, and we should be good to go. All right, solid. All right, nice. So we got everything set up right here. Let me get this link sent out to you guys now. All right, looks like we're good to go. So I'll give it a few moments for people to make their way in. And we can get started. So there's a pre-market trade right here that ran. I took this right here at my full TP. So solid move here. It was kind of an iffy move because it took a long time to hit. I mean, typically, these trades hit right away. So trades down, retested sessions right here, came back up, hit full TP. Thankfully, I was going to close out early, but I just let the trade run. And then it played out. Hey, Kenny, morning. So good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Today is Monday, November 21st. It is 6:25 right now. Market's going to open in about 5 minutes. So as the market opens shortly, we'll get started with our analysis pretty soon. Let me just check these Forex pairs real quick. I don't think there's really anything here. There's a couple of trades. So the odd CHF trade that I marked up earlier is running now. Fortunately, we missed it. This kind of came up when I wasn't online, so it's all good. But it is running. Also, our GBP odd position is also running right now too. So the strategy I'm applying for Forex, guys, is the SR zone strategy. That's basically zone-to-zone trading. I'll go over it during today's mentoring session. It's just a lot easier because it's applied on the 4 hour, so you can exactly when the entries are coming. It's not like on the 1 hour trades will come up, randomly. So I'll come back to that later. The next candle doesn't close for another 4 hours, so I think we're pretty much good. All the trades that did come up, they've already passed, so it's a little too late to enter anything unless you guys enter the GA position that's currently running right now. It's currently running in profit. You guys can see right here, I'm in profit about 125. I'm probably gonna move my stop loss in profit soon because it's such a big move. It's a 150 pip move, so it's such a big move, but it is currently in profit right now. I think it'll push through. It's just you want to protect your position when possible. So USD CAD's running as well. A couple positions here. Market's still kind of slow, so we'll come back and check on that a little later. But yeah, for now, we'll move forward with US30 over here. So US30 is currently running. Let me check the news real quick to see if there was anything that was come up today. There's no news today, so we might have either a slow market or a pretty smooth market, but we'll see where this goes. Yeah, other than that, there's no news. So let's take a look at the overall bias real quick. Overall bias over here. See, retail sentiment is 70% short. That indicates that 71% or 71% indicates that 71% of retail traders are currently selling right now. So we typically want to do the opposite and buy. looking over here at the fundamentals. Fundamentals are currently up 100, or actually, they're actually pretty neutral. So let's put plus 3% or plus 3 points. See, 4-hour trend is currently bullish. I think everything here is pretty much bullish. 4-hour trend is bullish. I'm just going to put bullish because I'm pretty sure it's all bullish. I'll check on it right now, but I'm pretty positive it's all bullish right now. So for overall direction, we're probably gonna be looking for buys. So 4-hour down here is bullish. You can see the trend meter down here is green. Price is above the pivots. 1 hour is bullish. 30-minute is bullish. 15-minute is bullish. 10-minute is bullish. Everything's bullish. So we have a pretty strong uptrend or pretty strong bullish bias for today. You can see retail sentiment 71% short. I'm going to do the opposite and buy. Fundamentals are slightly up. They're pretty much right down the middle. We'll see what happens when the market actually opens. 4 hours bullish, 1 hour is bullish, 30 minutes bullish, 15 minutes bullish, and the 10-minute is bullish as well. As you guys can see over here, I have everything kind of marked up. This is going to be the momentum scalp strategy. So we'll keep this lined up. We currently have a sell signal, so we're possibly looking for a buy here, as price pushes back up. So that's we'll look at this right here for a buy signal to come up. If this does come up with a buy signal, this will technically be the breakout. So I don't know if I'll take the breakout fully. I'll probably take it for a partial move just because today's Monday. So just keep in mind, Monday and Fridays are the riskier days to trade because people are entering the market from the weekend. Also, the thing that you want to keep in mind is that this is a holiday weekend. It's Thanksgiving weekend for us here in the US. So you're going to see some weird movement in the market. Just keep that in mind. Here we go with the big spike up. TradingView is lagging horribly right now. If you guys can see MT4, this candle is way up here right now. I don't know what the hell is going on with TradingView. That is a huge gap. Well, not a gap, but daily gap. So you might want to be careful with these entries here, guys. This right here would technically be the breakout. The problem with this here is that it's right at the sessions. So as much as I would like to take this here, even for a partial move, it's right at the session. So this is a huge, huge red flag that I'm going to avoid here, right? So if you guys want to take it, I'll mark it up for you guys, but I'm probably not going to take it myself. Obvious reason right here. It's literally at the sessions, which is not a good look at all. So I've got this marked up right here. And the candle is just way too big. It's going to have to retrace a little bit at least. So I'll keep this marked up here. This is technically the breakout, guys. If anyone's looking to take it, obviously I'm not taking it myself because of the location of price. I mean, it looks like it'll push up, but it's just a little risky. So I'm not in this position here. I mean, I'll follow it, but I'm not in the position. Just want to give you guys a heads up. I'll look for the next entry. So this would have been nice if it wasn't right at the sessions. And if the candle wasn't so massive, and if TradingView wasn't lagging. TradingView is lagging pretty bad right now. Morning, Maria. Morning, Sharon. Morning, everybody. So, all right, the breakout is currently running right now. We'll follow it and see where it's at. If you guys are in the position, I do recommend moving your stop loss and profit, or if you're satisfied with your profit, continue to move it up higher because I mean, we really can't tell what's going to go on from here, right? The way that the market's moving right now, it moved in our direction because we already knew price was going to go up. I already identified everything here is very bullish. The only problem is that there's a big red flag here, plus the candle here is pretty huge. Whenever you get a big candle like that, it's usually due for retracement. So that's why you want to be careful when taking these types of entries. However, I still think it'll play out. So we'll see. We have alert set up right there. I'll let the trade run, check the GA position, also running in profit, currently up about 170 right now on my personal account. But yeah, we'll let this trade run. I mean, everything here is pretty much bullish. It's just the candle's too big. It's due for retracement. So let's see. If we get a retracement and price continues up, then, you know, we can possibly push it up even higher. Hey, Maria, morning. Seth said the breakout did it for me, kind of sick, so I'm heading back to bed. Yeah, probably good enough for you, Seth. You don't want to be stressed out when you're sick. So yeah, good thing that you locked in some profit there. But yeah, get better, man. It's Thanksgiving week, so probably the worst week to get sick. So yeah, probably take a break. I'll probably see you back here tomorrow, Seth. So we'll catch you then. All right, so price still bouncing around right here for the breakout entry. I see. Yeah, Seth says see you guys tomorrow. Just caught the flu. Take care and good luck. Thanks, Seth. Yeah, no, I caught the flu a couple of weeks ago. It was pretty horrible because I don't really get sick too often. But yeah, no, flu's no joke. Let's see. Kenny said, "Hey, Sean, would you wait after the holiday week to take trades on the new FTMO free retry?" Personally, I wouldn't, Kenny, because you can't really time the market, right? You don't know if the market's going to be really good this week or really bad. So you can skip it, and this week could be a really good week, and you can miss your opportunities. So for me personally, I never time the market. I'll take the trades because the thing is, there's really no time limit. If you're in profit, they're going to extend your account anyways. All right, so I'm not in this position right here, guys. You guys can see this is the reason why I didn't take the breakout. Because I showed you guys that it was right at the sessions and the candle was too big. Price had to retrace. So with this right here, price can just swing back up at some point. But you can see the reason why we avoid trades when price passes sessions like this. So whenever we get trades where they're at red flags, which is it could be sessions, news price, opening price, etc. This is why I avoid trades, because you get caught in fake outs like this, especially if the candle is too big. Like this one right here is way too big. Obviously, you guys can see this candle here pushed up like way farther than every other candle. So this one right here pushed up about, basically 750 pips. This thing covers pretty much all the candles that have passed in the past, couple hours into London session. So I wouldn't be surprised if price pushes back up from this point. But whenever price is near these horizontal lines, whether it be this green line, which is a session, New York high, London high, this thing right here, the session was actually two sessions. It was the New York high and the London high at the same exact price. Also, the Asia high down here or the opening price, I don't trade at any of those areas because they're considered red flags. You guys can see here that whenever price reaches these points, it becomes an area of manipulation, right? So you can see right here, price pushed above it, faked out, came back down. Same with this right here. Price got up to the opening price, consolidated a bit, and then it shot up. So that's why you typically don't want to trade around these areas. You can see also down here with the purple line over here, you can see how price consolidated for a bit. Once it got up to the sessions, consolidated, and then it blasted right up, right? So you never really know what direction it's going to go in. It can go either way. You can see when price broke above here, it faked out, came back below here, faked out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, and then it shoots all the way up. So you don't want to trade when price is at these areas because you're basically gambling at that point. You don't know exactly where price is going to go. You have like a 50% chance that price will go up or it'll go down. Or if you get screwed around with like where price bounces like this will really mess with your trade psychology because you really have no idea where price is going. Price will fake out to the upside. You might take a buy and it comes back down. And you might close out your position and take a sell. When this happens right here, it just comes right back up, comes back down, comes back up, comes back down until it finally moves in its direction. So I'm going to wait for price to get away from the sessions right here, or not sessions, but opening price or sessions. And when price pushes below here, then I'll take sells. Price pushes above here, I'll take buys, right? So no biggie. Just a matter of time and a matter of patience here, waiting for these entries to come up. So I'm going to be using these two strategies in confluence. So for example, right here, there's no entry here for any buys aside from this breakout here. This breakout was a buy for a momentum scalp. This did hit its full TP, 100 pips. So this one actually did play out. It just didn't play out for the breakout. It was also on the red flag, so I wouldn't have taken it. But if this here closes as a sell signal, so you guys can see here on the 10, this is actually a huge wick. on the 10-minute candle over here. Right here, we still have a bullish momentum. So we can expect price to come down, reject off the pivots, and then bounce right back up, right? Until we get a sell signal here, bias here for entries is going to be bullish. So if this stays right like this and doesn't provide a sell signal, then we still have opportunity here to take a buy, right? So here we go. As price comes down, it's coming back up right here on the 1 minute. The only problem here is if we do get a buy signal, it's going to be right at the opening price. So I probably wouldn't take it just yet. But if we get it somewhere around here, then I'll probably take it. So price pushes above here, price closes, and then it pushes up, we get a buy signal, then I can possibly take it for a quick 100 pips, because 100 pips isn't really that big of a move. So I'm using these in conjunction with each other. I'm going to be looking for a high-low momentum scalp over here, or sorry, a high-low pivot scalp. And then over here, I'm going to be looking for a momentum scalp. Right? Because these are going to align. If we get a buy entry over here, this is going to align with possibly a high-low momentum pivot scalp over here as well. The only problem is that we don't want this to be around the horizontal lines right here, which is opening price. We need price to be above it. Yeah, we don't have enough space down here for an entry. So we'll see where this goes. You know, it's just going to be a matter of time until we could get that possibility there. But yeah, we're still looking for buys here. If we get a sell signal on the 5 and the 10-minute, then it's going to be neutral. So we can't really take any entries there. We need these things to align. So we typically need this to align with this. What I'll do here is I'll mark up opening price as well. I don't really need to put labels. I mean, you guys already know what it is. So I'm not, we have the blue one there for opening price. As you can see right here on the 5-minute, we have a sell signal. If this closes here, it's not going to align, right? Because you need to confirm the 10-minute, 5-minute, and 1-minute momentum. If this is a sell signal and these are buys, then these here cannot align. The thing we'll be looking for here is if they all line up the same way. And then from there, we can look for a momentum scalp entry, which would align with our pivot scalp. So we'll keep this open right here so that we can keep an eye on it. 5-minute didn't close, so still a lot of room for an opportunity here. Yeah, Stern said might touch open. That's exactly what happened right here. Price came down and touched open. The problem with this right here, we do have a pending buy signal, but it is right at opening price. So we're still okay with buys here for the 10-minute and okay for buys here on the 5-minute. It's just, it's right at the opening price right here. So if we get a buy signal, we can't take it. So we'll see where that goes. Our GA position here is looking nice. If you guys are in this position right here, I'll probably move my stop loss and profit off after the next candle. So I'll let this run for a bit and profit almost $200 on my personal account. This is my personal account. It's only a $10,000 account. So I'm doing I think 3% risk. So it shouldn't be too bad. Just gotta trust the position. So, all right, we have a pending buy signal right here. If it closes, we can't take the trade. Just keep that in mind. It's right at the opening price. So, unfortunately, it's right at open price. So, I'll have to see where it goes. Let me check the news real quick. All right. So it says Dow rises to start short Thanksgiving week. Yeah, this is probably what screwed with the market. So this thing kind of came out right here, kind of pushed price down a little bit. And then swung back up. US dollar and peso weakest month in 2010, 2020. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the news that came out today for the most part. I mean, that's, directly affecting the market. Yeah, I don't really see anything else over here. So looks like market is just consolidating right now. There's not really much going on. Price is just going sideways right here. So, I mean, realistically, we'll just have to wait for price to break out one way or the other. Either way, it's going to be beneficial for us because we don't want to trade in a range like this anyways. So price is pretty much ranging between opening price and the sessions down here. It'll break out eventually. Once it does, we can start looking for entries in that direction. Just going to be a matter of time until, that confirms and plays out. Retail sentiment 71% short. Looking over here at the heat map, we haven't looked at this in a while. Heat map is pretty much mixed for the most part. Yeah, there's not really too much right here. Heat map is pretty much mixed. Looking over here at the Dow index, it's pretty mixed. There's not really much direction right now. It's pretty much half and half bullish, half bearish. Looking over here at the fundamentals, they're like literally down the middle. There's no bias at all. So we'll see. But yeah, price is pretty much just consolidating around this area. We'll see what happens, in the next couple of minutes or so, but there's not really much going on. The good thing here is that the 5 minute still has a buy signal in place. That sell signal never closed. So the 5 minute, or it's still pending right here, actually. If this closes, then we're gonna have to wait a bit because we're gonna have to shift this back to a buy. The 10 minute is still bullish, so this is okay. 5 minute here did close with the sell signal, so we got to wait for this to now provide a buy signal here before we can take any momentum scalps, because this strategy right here is like pure momentum. We're basically looking for momentum at all time frames. So we need a buy signal here on the 5 in order for us to take any entries here on the 1, because the 10 minute is still bullish. It's bouncing off the pivots actually, so it actually looks pretty good, like a bounce is going to happen. Looks like price is rejecting off the pivots here on the 10. The 5 minute over here, it looks like you got not a false sell signal, but it looks like a sell signal that's meant as a retracement. So this just confirms a retracement. Once we get a buy signal here, price will probably push up on the 1 minute here. And when it pushes up to this area, we can take the buy signal that shows up here, and we can pretty much just ride this momentum wave up. So you're basically just riding the wave here. You guys can see how price kind of moves in waves. It kind of waves up, waves down, waves up, waves down. Right here, price waved up, waved down. As it comes back up right here, once we get a buy signal here on the 1, we can take that buy with it as well. And we're pretty much just riding the wave. So you're pretty much just going with price movement on the other time frames. We currently have a bullish candle right here. If this closes pretty high, then it'll probably provide a buy signal, but we don't have that yet. So you guys can see how this helps, right? Because this really shows you the direction of momentum. Obviously, the buy and sell signals show you momentum on the specific time frame, but when you time together 10 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, or even on the higher time frames, 1 hour, 30 minute, 10 minute, that'll show you where price is likely to go. Right here on the 5 minute, you can see price is pushing up. I'm anticipating a buy signal to come up pretty soon. If price pushes up to this area up here, I'm expecting a buy signal to come up. Once we have that, we can look for a buy here on the 1 minute as well. But for the moment, price is just consolidating like I mentioned earlier. So there's nothing for us to take right here. It's just a sideways movement, not really much for us to take. I think if price does get above opening price, which is price, we're pushing to right now, we're going to get a buy signal here on the 5, and it's going to line up with momentum. So, having these here all lined up right here provides a good understanding as to where price is likely to go on the 1 minute, because if the 10 minute is pushing up, the 5 minute is likely to follow. If the 5 minute is pushing up, the 1 minute is likely to follow, right? We don't have the buy signal here on the 5 minute yet, but we're waiting for it. So looking at this right here, we do have a high-low momentum pivot scalp entry. However, it's right at the opening price right here. So I'm not going to take this trade. I'll mark it up for you guys if you guys want to follow it. But, as I mentioned, I'm not going to take this trade here for the obvious reason. It's right at the red flag. We don't mess with trades at red flags. It hasn't even closed with the buy signal yet, so it might not even close. But it's right at opening price. All right, so no entry there. Maddie also mentioned that this could have been a triple confluence. Looks like this would have been a pivot scalp entry, intraday entry, and a high-low scalp right there. It's price broken, close past it. So this was a high-low scalp actually right there. You can see how this candle here broke and closed above it. However, there was no buy signal, so no entry for that there. So now price is above the opening price. We'll check the 5-minute again to see if the buy signal has come up yet. It hasn't came up yet, but it looks like it may be coming up, you know, if this candle continues to push up higher. We have about 1:20 left on this 5-minute candle. We'll see if price pushes up. If it doesn't, perfectly fine. We'll wait for it. All right, guys. So, you know, as I mentioned, you know, this is a game of patience, guys. If you guys can wait for these perfect entries, if these line up and they're all bullish, and you get buy signal here on the 1-minute, that's that momentum catalyst. You know, you can push that right up, catch your quick 100 pips, get out, lock in your $1,000 profit, and then wrap it up from there and wait for the next one. So, you know, the way I play this game is I play this game in thousands, right? Every trade I take, I make about 1,000. So if I have 6 accounts, you know, you can make about 6,000 per trade, which is not bad, you know, minimal risk there. So if you guys plan on, or if you guys want to do that at some point in the future, you know, I recommend staggering your accounts. You know, get funded on one account, then you get your second account. Don't do all 6 accounts at once, because if you blow all of them, then you're going to be screwed because you'll be in a deep hole. But if you you stagger them out, you'll get your free refund, you'll get your first payout, they'll pretty much pay for your next account. It's like buying properties, right? If you're buying real estate, you're not going to buy like 20 houses at once. You're going to buy one house, make money off that house, get the next house, get the next house, and get the next house. That's like you're basically treating your funded accounts like, you know, buying real estate or buying types of property, because you're making money off the first one, and you just continue to go from there. So keep that in mind, guys. We have a pending buy signal right here. You can see right here, the circle that I marked up. I said if price gets to this point, we're probably going to get a buy signal. And this is exactly what we're waiting for. So this candle has about 4 minutes left on it on the 5-minute. Once this pushes up to the to this area where it's currently at, on the 1-minute here, this is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to wait for price to push up with the 5-minute so that it can close. Once it closes up, I'm going to wait for it to retrace down a little bit. When it pushes back up, this is where I'm going to be looking for my entry. It's all about patience, guys. You guys are fishing for that perfect entry. Perfect entry is coming. You just got to wait for it. So nothing there yet, but you know, there's no rush here. It's only 6:50. We have an hour still left till 8. So just got to sit on your hands for a bit, wait for this to play out. You know, I know a lot of you guys get impatient. You want to take every single entry out there. I mean, which you guys can, you know, don't get me wrong. You guys are more than welcome to take whatever you guys want, but you know, this is a game of consistency and discipline. So if you guys can stay disciplined and wait for those perfect entries, you'll be perfectly fine, because you won't be eating losses along the way. So other than that, GA here is still running in profit, almost about 200 in profit for me here. This candle doesn't close for another 3 hours, so I'll probably let it run for a little bit. Eventually, I'm going to move my stop loss in profit so that when I do that, I guarantee profits. And then if it reaches TP, full TP for me, I'll make about 603 off this trade, and then you know, on to the next one. So it's all about risk management, and you know, not just risk management with regards to lot size, but risk management and identifying proper positions. So it's a matter of time, guys. Just got to wait. 5-minute here still didn't close with the buy signal, so we need this to push up a bit higher. Got about 3 minutes left on this candle. The 10-minute still has a buy signal, so we're not really worried about the 10 here at all. We're mostly just focused here on the 5. Once this provides the buy entry, then we can make our entries here on the 1, because we'll have that opportunity to ride the wave up. Kenny's asking, what is the difference from taking a trade on the 1-minute, 10-minute, and 30-minute? The difference is that you're taking them on different time frames, Kenny. So I mean, that's the main difference, right? Because they're different time frames. If you're trading on the 1-minute, you can catch 100 pips here pretty easily, right? If you're trading on the 5-minute, you can catch 100 pips here easily as well. But these candles are so much bigger. If you have a 300 pip stop loss, look how much your stop loss is. any candle here can stop you out. You see the difference, Kenny? It's a big difference because if you're trading on the 5-minute, this is the size of 5 1-minute candles. If you're trading on the 10-minute, this is the size of 10 1-minute candles. So if you're using the same TP stop loss, you see the difference here, Kenny? You see how easy it can stop you out? It's not the same on the 1-minute. If you're using a 300 pip stop loss on the 1-minute, you have a huge stop loss here. So does that answer your question, Kenny? I think you might be on. I don't know if you're asking the question properly, but it's a big difference between the 1-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute, and 30-minute. Like I'm not trading US30 on the 30-minute with 300 pip stop loss, right? I can get stopped out within a moment. So if that answered your question, let me know. If not, maybe just rephrase your question, because I'm not sure if that's the question you're asking for, because they're totally different. Like if you're trading on the 1-minute, 10-minute, or 30-minute, those are completely different time frames, right? For the 1-minute here, if you measure a candle here, so a normal size candle here on the 1-minute is 140 pips. A normal size candle here on the 5-minute is 600 pips, right? A normal size candle here on the 10-minute is 1,000 pips. So do you see the difference, Kenny? Just let me know, if that doesn't answer your question, I'll try to figure out like what you're trying to ask for. But you can see here that's, it's pretty obvious that the candles are like pretty different from each time frame. So I'll just wait for you if you have any input on that, but I think that might answer your question. If not, Kenny said, I'm just used to taking trades on the 1-minute. Yeah, because if you're scalping on the 1-minute, right? You're not going to scalp on the 30 minutes. That's not a scalping time frame. Even the 10-minute here is not a scalping time frame. So I mean, if you want to trade intraday, then you could trade on the higher time frames, but it's not going to be the same, because if you're trading on the 30-minute, so like say for example here, let me just I'll show you over here. If you're trading on the 30-minute and we're only trading from 6:30 to 8, you're going to have like 3 candles to take trades, right? Because if you're trading from 6:30 to 8, you only have 3 candles to trade from. Do you kind of get the difference there, Kenny? So you have about 3 candles here to look for entries. You're not going to find any entries within that time frame, right? Not on the 30-minute. Even on the 10-minute over here, if you're trading on the 10-minute from 6:30 to 8, you have about 11 candles to find an entry, right? You're not going to get a momentum signal within there. So that's the main difference. We're scalping. So if we're scalping, we're trading on the shorter time frames. If you want to trade intraday, if you want to swing trade, if you want to hold trades longer, then yeah, you can trade on the higher time frames. But US30 is not a type of asset that you should be trading all day. You should be trading it during New York session, and that's why we focus on the 1-minute here, because the 1-minute provides us X amount of entries within this time period. That's why for Forex here, these markets will run all day. So this is why we can trade on the 4-hour, because you can hold this for like a couple of days and then eventually it'll play out. But yeah, that's the main difference, Kenny. It's just these are bigger moves, higher time frame, bigger moves, lower time frame, smaller moves. Let me see if there's anything else here. So some profits over here from Tasha. It looks like she took the entry from earlier this morning. Total profit of 278. Nice work right there, Tasha. Seth over here as well, currently up 24,260. So nice work, Seth. Yeah, Seth said feeling kind of sick anyways. The breakout did it alone for him. So he took the breakout for a partial move, locking a pretty big profit right there. Total profit of 24,000 for the day. So not bad, guys. Pretty good profit to start off the trading week. I'm still waiting for this to play out. 5-minute here still hasn't provided a buy entry. So, or sorry, not a buy entry, but a buy signal. So we don't have the alignment for momentum here. We need the momentum here to align. So we need the 5-minute to have a bullish signal. 10-minute already has it. So this is fine. We're looking for buys here. We need this to provide a buy signal so we can look for buys here as well. Once we have that, we can look for buys here on the 1. Because once we have a alignment of momentum and direction for both the 10-minute and 5-minute, then on the 1-minute, this is where we'll be entering our scalps in. Over here on the basically the standalone chart, you guys can see that price is just in a big range. Big range right here as price goes back and forth, which is perfectly fine. We're okay with taking trades within a range. We just need this momentum here to align. So until this 5 minute here provides a buy signal, we're probably going to wait for a bit. It wouldn't really matter because it's right at opening price anyway. So even if we did get a buy entry here, we can't take it because it's literally at the sessions. There was a invalid buy signal right here that came up. This here did not align with a high level momentum pivot scalp. So there's no entry there. But if it did, it looks like price pushed up about 330 pips. So not really much movement here. As you guys can see, price just keeps getting pulled back to opening price right here. So this blue line right here is opening price. Not really much going on. Price will push below it, fake out, push above it, fake out, push back below it. Now it's going sideways. There's not much going on here. Our main focus is going to be this 5 minute. Once we get this buy signal here, we can start looking for entries again for buys. However, if we get a sell signal here on the 10, then we can start looking for sells. It's just a matter of waiting for this to, play out. All right, while we wait for that, I'm going to take a look over here at the Forex pairs. I'm going to see if there's any possible entries that we can take off the next candle close, which is going to be at 10 o'clock. So for this strategy here, I'm basically just looking for zone-to-zone trading. So I'm looking for price to pretty much break and close past a certain zone, and then looking for it to push to the next zone. That's where we're taking our entries from. On CHF, this one here is currently running in profit. It's a little too late for entry there, though. Turn that green. Odd USD, there's nothing there. CAD CHF. No. Basically waiting for price to break structure and then move to the next structure. This right here is kind of iffy. Some of these pairs here they're just going to be typically iffy, so you probably wouldn't take these trades here. Like for this here, I wouldn't take a trade. I mean, this right here technically would be a possible entry for a buy. It did break and close past structure right here, buy signal. And it'll probably move to TP, but I'm not going to take this trade. I'll just mark it up here. I can come back and follow it. It's basically zone to zone. So like, for example, here, looking for price to break and close past the zone. And what I'm anticipating is price to push to the next zone over here. Thanks, Maddie. We got a pending buy signal here on the 5 minutes. So this is perfect. Exactly what we were waiting for. We got about 4 minutes left on it. So I'll come back and check on this shortly. Let's go back to the Forex pairs here. Your auto over here, this was an entry here. It looks like it already played out and hit full TP. So right here, price broke and closed past structure. So it broke and closed below it, then broke and closed above it. And then it pushed up from there. This came from Friday though. So not exactly an entry I would have, personally taken, but looks like it is pushing a TP right there. I'll keep that marked up. So these trades that are already running, I'll keep them marked up so that we can come back and look at them. This is basically what I'm going to run the signals off, just as one strategy. And we'll cover this during the mentoring session as well. Nothing there. GA still running in profit. GC. This could be a possible entry if it closes above, but we'll see. GJ here is running in profit. It's been running for a while. This trade's been running since Thursday. So let me see. My limit here is usually 150 pips. I don't like going anywhere past that. I mean, even though price will probably push up further, my threshold is 150 pips. So you can probably have a TP1 there, TP2 like another 100 pips away. This is GJ currently running. GN over here, same with this. This is currently in drawdown actually. So I'll keep watching this. This could be a possible late entry. If I decide to take this a little later. Looks like the TP stop loss is a little too close. So let's leave this here for now. Come back to it later. Nothing there, nothing there. NZD-CHF, nothing there. NZD-JPY, nothing there. NZD-USD. This one right here, I was looking at taking this one too, but the overall trend didn't align for CAD. USD CAD, I do the same thing here. So I pretty much mark it up on the 8 hour, 1 hour, just to see overall direction, right? The reason why I was kind of iffy about this was obviously this over here wasn't bullish yet, but the momentum did align. So right here, we have a pending one for the daily here. It's, currently pending. The 8 hour was bullish here, but price is starting to shift to the upside. So on the higher time frames, the trend does matter. So make sure that you're trading the proper direction. So that's it for USD CAD, USD CHF. So if you guys have any questions regarding any Forex pairs, feel free to ask me any questions, guys. If you guys don't want to, if you guys want to just ask in the chat too, like in the premium or even the public group, if you guys want me to analyze any Forex pair for you, I can do that for you. My analysis works on everything, right? Like the way I analyze US30, it works for pretty much anything you want to trade, whether it be gold, futures, stocks, I mean, anything really. All my strategies are based off momentum. So as long as the asset moves, I can analyze it, which is basically any asset. I mean, there's not really gonna be a flat asset out there. If it's flat, you're probably not gonna be trading it. So if there's anything you want me to analyze, I can give you a full analysis on it. So you can see here that, it aligns, or I mean, it transfers. It goes from my analysis of Forex here, from my analysis of US30 to my analysis of gold to my analysis of anything really. It's not really, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to close these extra windows because I have too many windows open here, which are irrelevant. So the main things here that really matter are going to be these two windows for scalping. This one for like maybe outside analysis, some Forex pairs. I can probably close this one because I already have it on the 4 hour. But yeah, there's nothing here on US30 yet. So we never got that buy signal here on the 5. And this is expected. The thing with this here is expected because we don't have the buy signal here. Until we get this buy signal, we can't take any entries. Looking over here on the 1, it's literally at the opening price. So you can't even take entries here if anything was to come up. So again, just a matter of patience. One thing that I also want to bring up to you guys is TradingView. If you guys want TradingView Premium, this is like the best time to buy it. I only upgrade or I update my TradingView access every Black Friday, because during Black Friday it's 60% off. So if you guys want a link to that, I'll give you a special link. What you can do as well is if you haven't had TradingView, any type of paid TradingView account, I can give you this link where it'll give you a free 30-day trial, and then you can also upgrade from there. So typically every year during Black Friday, I buy like 3 years of TradingView. So I have TradingView up until like maybe 2030. And it's so cheap because like I buy like years in advance, like 3 years in advance. So like I pay like maybe like $500, and this thing will last me for like 3 years. And I just keep doing it every Black Friday. So just FYI, if you guys have been waiting to get TradingView Premium, because you'll need a paid account to use these custom timeframes. I don't know which timeframes you can use because it's been a long time since I've signed up for TradingView, but this is like the best time to upgrade your TradingView if you're looking to have the higher plan. So if you guys want the special link, just let me know. I'm an affiliate with TradingView. I've been trading with TradingView for a long time. I don't even think they have affiliates anymore as they used to, but I've been with TradingView before TradingView was even like a known platform. So they usually give me like a good deal, and I can share that deal with you guys. Other than that, let me see. There's still nothing here for US30. I mean, this is starting to come down. So here's the thing: if price starts to come down, what we're going to be looking for here is for the 10-minute to provide a sell signal, right? If this provides a sell signal, then we'll see this pushing around right here as well. Yeah, sure, no problem, Brock. So let me get you that link real quick. Yeah, well, TradingView is like a good platform because TradingView is not going anywhere, right? I'm expecting to use TradingView for like forever. This is like the new leading platform. Before, it used to be stuff like Thinkorswim. I used to use Thinkorswim a long time ago, but it's super outdated compared to TradingView. TradingView has everything that I mean, realistically, that you would need. So Barack, let me send you the link real quick. Here, I'll just post this up right here, and I'll forward it to you, Brock. See if I could find the yeah, all right. So you upgrade, you'll get. All right, so I'm just gonna send this over here real quick, guys. And I'll send it to you too, Brock. So if you guys don't have an account, or if you guys want to just get the free 30-day trial, you can just create a new account, use this link. You can't find this link anywhere because it's only for like people who've been with TradingView for a long time. I got this link like 5 years ago and it still works. But they don't create affiliate links like this anymore because TradingView is popular now, so they don't really care about marketing because they market themselves. So if you guys want to use that link, you can. And then once you get on that link, you get this Black Friday sale right here. So every year on Black Friday, I pay for this right here. I get basically a whole year for like $288. Normally it's 719 for a whole year. I get it for 288. So it's a big. You can see I have 329 days left on mine. And then after that, I have another 724 days. So you guys can see how many years I buy for TradingView. Every Black Friday, I just keep up, I extend it. And I have my TradingView for like a really long time. I'm gonna extend it again today as well, or this week. It's a huge deal, especially if you want to take your trading seriously, because you I mean, you're going to use it if you're going to be trading, guys. If you're going to trade US30, you're going to be using TradingView either way for any of your analysis, even Forex. So something that you should definitely get while you can, the cheaper price. All right, guys, back to US30 over here. So the 10-minute here is starting to provide a sell signal. So this is perfectly fine. You can see right here that we're getting a sell signal on the 10. The trend the trend does matter, but it's not that bad because price can be shifting to the downside. But you can see on the 10-minute that the sell signal is coming up, right? We have about 8 minutes left on this candle here. If this closes, this is perfectly fine. What we'll be looking for, if that becomes the case, is we're going to look for price to come below here, and we're just going to look for sells instead of buys, right? Because now momentum is going to be moving down. So what we're doing here is we're just catching the wave, right? So we're focusing on this right here. Even if it closes invalid, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to wait for it to push down. And if it continues to drop lower, we'll continue to look for sells here on US30 on the 1 minute. So we'll see where this goes. All right, so we still have the pending sell signal here on the 10, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, if we get that, we'll start looking for sells. So the thing with this here is that you don't really want to bias, right? Like you don't want to be so set on buys for the whole day, even if like the trend bias is very bullish. the trend bias doesn't really matter, especially on the shorter time frame. What really matters is momentum, because you're going to be trading that direction as price continues to move along. So it's 7:13 right now. We don't have that sell signal here yet. We have about 6 minutes left on this candle. So once it closes, we'll see if it provides the sell or if it continues to, push up higher. Either way, we're going to find some type of entry from now until 8, hopefully. All right, so there's nothing really much here to look at the moment. I mean, price hasn't really gone anywhere. So if you look over here and you just measure where price has gone from open, market open right here at 6:30. Price is below a little bit. It's only down like 180 pips or 200 pips. It's not much at all. Yeah, Maddie said going back to open. Yeah, I could see that. But there just isn't anything for us to take right now. Or it can drop lower. So I think the main thing to look out for here is whether price closes above here or if price closes below here. If price closes below here, then we can see that sell signal over here on the 10. If price closes above it, then we might see a correction back to the upside, but there's not really much direction here at all. Price is just going back and forth. Let's go over here to CNBC real quick, see if there's any update. Kind of hoping Trump sends out a tweet or something, push price somewhere. You guys saw Trump is back on Twitter, so we can probably see some stuff happening, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be posting some outlandish stuff. I mean, he's going to be criticizing the war, criticizing the recession, criticizing Biden, criticizing everyone basically. And that's, as backwards thinking as that is, it's actually beneficial for us as traders, because it's going to cause volatility in the market, which is what we need. It's holiday week, so this market might be kind of iffy. So let me see. Today, there's no news. Tomorrow, there's some news. Richmond Manufacturing Index, the Fed speaking at 8. Tomorrow's Fed day looks like 1, 2, 3 Fed members are speaking tomorrow. Wednesday, we have unemployment claims, durable good orders. This is also NFP week, so just keep that in mind, guys. It's NFP week, but I don't think they're having NFP this week. They're going to skip it and do it next week, but it's technically supposed to be NFP week. The only reason, actually, no, sorry, I take that back. It's November 21st. Next week is NFP week. Yeah, NFP's next week, actually. This is considered Fed week, I believe. Because there's a lot of Fed things going on here. Yeah, this is Fed week. So we have the Fed meeting minutes on Wednesday. We have 3 Fed members speaking tomorrow. We have unemployment claims, new home sales, revised UM consumer sentiment. So this is considered Fed week. It's also a holiday week, so we'll just take it as is, but there's no news for today. So there's nothing really pushing price around unless like something happens in the market. All right, perfect. So we got the sell signal here on the 10. This is exactly what we were looking for. If we're not going to get the buys, it's fine. We'll be looking for sells. So we just need this here to close. We got about 3 minutes left on this candle. I need price to continue pushing down below here. Price needs to stay below the sessions right here, and it just needs to continue down lower. If we can get that, price drops, retrace, and continuation, then we can look for a possible sell here, because we just need this here to close. That's the main thing. So yeah, main thing here to focus on is going to be the 10-minute. If this closes with the sell signal, then perfect. We can start looking for sells. However, if it doesn't, we need to wait for either the 5 minutes to provide a buy signal or for this to continue down lower. So our main focus right here is going to be the 10-minute. This is what you want to look at. This candle's got about it's got about 2 minutes left on it. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If this closes here, great. We'll start looking for sells. If it doesn't, we need to wait for this 5 to provide a buy signal, and then we'll start looking for buys. But at the moment, it looks like we might get some sells here. It's finally breaking out of the range. So price is ranging over here for a cool minute. yeah, it's finally breaking out of it. So this is the range that price was stuck at, and now price is finally breaking and closing below and dropping even further. Solid. Got about 2 minutes left right here. Yeah, 7:18 right now. I got 2 minutes right now, waiting for this to play out here. The 1 minute here is still messing around though. It's back above it's back into the range, unfortunately. So we got about 1:30 from here. As long as this closes below the sessions, we'll likely get a sell signal here on the 10. But if we don't, then we're going to be back to waiting for the 5 minute here to provide a buy signal, which is fine too. It doesn't matter. One or the other, we just need to find that alignment with momentum. Once we have that alignment, price is either pushing up, pushing down, we can start looking for trades in that direction on the 1 minute here. So 10 minute over here, you guys can see the big wick on both sides. It's a messy candle. Basically a doji candle right here. Big wick on top, big wick on bottom. If we get this candle closing like this as well, I think this would be a good indication that price is going to reject off the pivot right here and bounce right back up, right? So I'm actually fine with however it closes. I don't think this is going to get a sell signal. So I think we're actually going to get a correction back to the upside. We got about 30 seconds here. If this closes as a doji, this is a reversal pattern. So you can see how price pushed up, retraced down, rejected off the pivot. We have a doji right there. Odds of it pushing back up are very likely. So we got about 20 seconds left on this candle here. I mean, either or, we're going to find a way to analyze it to work in our favor. We just don't want it to close kind of, down below here, because if it closes below here, then it's not really going to show a reversal pattern. It might just continue dropping even lower. So we got about 5 seconds left on this 10-minute candle. Looks like we have a bit of a doji there. Pending sell signal there. I think this will swing back up. But we'll see. And we got another 10 minutes here off this candle right here if this ends up closing. But as of now, you got nothing. So another pending signal there. So if you align these right here, you can see that if this pushes up, we're going to get a rejection off the 5 right here as well, which can provide a higher push up. The problem here on the 1 is that there's not really much going on. Right? The same range that I drew earlier, price is right back into the range. It's like nothing happened. So I guess we'll have to see where this goes from here, but just don't really have much going on. And classic Monday, right? Classic Monday with not really much direction. Price kind of just going back and forth. We still have this pending sell on the 10-minute though. So this is fine. If this ends up closing right here, we're going to go back to looking for sells here. But if this doesn't close and it bounces off, and we'll look for some buys. But at the moment, we're pretty much set on a sell right now. We just need this here to close. If this closed on the last candle, this would have been perfect, because if this closed with the sell signal, we'll have a sell signal here, sell signal here. And once we get a sell signal here, we can take that sell. Looking at the requirements over here for the strategy, you want to confirm you're trading in the direction of overall trend, right? If price pushes below, we're going to be in a downtrend across the board. Second, you want to confirm the momentum on the 10-minute, 5-minute, and 1 minute. If these are all sell signals here, that's an indication that momentum is going to keep pushing down. So it's kind of a no-brainer to look for sells at that point, even though overall direction is, or overall confluence is bullish. We're trading short term on the 1 minute, so we don't really care what's going on long term. This will be a good confidence booster when taking a trade, but it's not the end all be all, right? We can still look for trades in both directions because we're trading on the 1 minute. So here we go as price drops lower. Unfortunately, again, like I mentioned, if the 10-minute closed with that sell signal, this would have been perfect, because we could have taken this as an entry point, the sell signal right here. Because if this here closed, you can see right here, it kind of faked out. It was actually at the sessions. I just realized there's a purple line there, so we wouldn't have taken the trade there. But if we did take the trade here, it looks like you might have gotten close to stop loss, but not actually hit it and then drop lower. But it was right at the session, so we wouldn't have taken that trade. Now we can see prices starting to tumble. This is what I'm talking about with momentum, right? If you have a sell signal, and price continues to drop here, odds of this dropping further are very likely. So sell signal here that's currently pending, it's not closed yet, but if it does close, you can see how the momentum here is lining up, right? We had the sell signal that initially came up here on the 5. We have the second sell signal here on the 10, or technically it was the 5, then the 1, and then now the 10 is following. So the 10 here is following basically the move here that started on the 5, 1, and now the 10. So you guys can see the crosshairs right here. I'm looking at the sell signal right here. It came after this one. So this was the first one that started it. This started the sell momentum. This one followed, and this is now going to be the confirmation. All right, John, we'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah, John had to leave real quick. I forgot John's still in school. He has to go to class, which is all good. I mean, the market here is kind of slow anyway, so there's not much for us to look at, but I'm still looking for an entry here. So 7:30 right now. Maybe if we don't get an entry right away, I'll probably stay on a little past 8 to see if we can provide, if we can find something here. But the 10-minute again right here still has not provided the sell signal. So our main focus is still here on the 10. Let's refresh this real quick. Yeah, the main focus here is still on 10 because the 10 here is going to be the deciding factor whether we get that sell signal. If we don't get the sell signal here, then we're going to have to go back and focus on the 5 here to provide us a buy signal so that we can look for a buy. Right? So main focus right now is going to be the 10. If this doesn't close here on this candle, we'll go back to the 5, look for a possible buy signal here. But looking back on the 1 over here, you can see how price is starting to fake out. Price kind of dropped below, but now it's starting to fake out and it might just pull right back into the range here. So we'll see where this goes. But there isn't really much to look at this point. GA over here is running in profit, looking pretty good, in profit 200 right now. So it's looking pretty solid. I think what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to move my stop loss in profit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to drag this up a little bit, or let me refresh this real quick. So if you guys are taking this entry here, the Forex entry that I called, I'm going to be moving my stop loss in profit. All right, so I'm up about X amount. I'm going to move the stop loss right here, just drag it up a little bit. And now I have guaranteed profit. All right, so I pretty much guaranteed 55 profit. I'm currently in profit 200. This is a longer move, so I'll probably be holding on to it for a while. But if you guys are in this position, if you guys want to leave it alone, you can leave it alone. It's really up to you. It's just I'm taking higher risk than most of you guys on my personal account. This is my personal live money account. It's not FTMO. So, you got to be a little more careful when you're trading a personal account because there's no safety net there. So if you guys took the Forex trade I called right here, it's currently in profit. Let's see, I entered a little early down here. So I'm currently up about 56 pips in profit. So it's not too bad. And I guarantee my position there. So we'll come back to that. Anyways, back to US30 over here. The 10-minute here didn't close with the sell signal. So still waiting for this here. Let's see. Nice. Maddie said it through this on a copier last week, passed MFF once, done with this, start 200K like we talked about. Nice. So Maddie over here passed another 100K count here on MFF. So nice work, Maddie. So Maddie was asking me a lot this week, like, what do I do about my copiers? Honestly, I never look at my copiers. I don't even look at my profits on my main account. Your main goal here should be to win trades, guys. So, if you look at the money from your profits, you're going to get greedy. So for me, I don't even look at profits at all. I kind of just focus on the wins. If I can keep winning, then the profits are going to happen. They're going to come. They're going to happen no matter what. So if you guys have noticed for the past couple of weeks, I haven't been taking screenshots of my other accounts. I just take screenshots of my FTMO account because I'm trying to not focus on the on the profit value. I'm just focusing on winning. Because the thing is, if I can keep giving you guys wins, you guys are going to have profit no matter what, right? And if I could keep winning, I'm going to have profit no matter what as well. So I'm keeping it simple. I'm not really screenshotting all my accounts anymore because that's usually where the greed comes from. Like, I would start taking some dumb trades because I would be like 900 in profit because I got some slippage, and then I wanted to force another trade so I can make it to 1,000, right? That's like the worst way to trade, because if when you do that, you're going to start revenge trading, you're going to start over trading. And so for me, I've just been screenshotting one account. So I think that I'm only making X amount of profit. But when I look at all my accounts together, I'm actually making a lot more profit because those wins copy across all my accounts. I also don't like looking at my MFF because MFF has been screwing me for the past couple months. You guys have seen how the slippages have been pretty bad with them. So I don't like looking at their profits because it kind of annoys me when I have 1,000 profit on FTMO and then I have like negative 100 on MFF. So I don't look at my MFF profits anymore. I also don't look at my TFF profits either. If I get a payout, I get a payout. If I don't, then it is what it is. But it's a nice surprise when you come, at the end of the month and then you get an email from MFF or TFF and they're like, hey, here's your payout, without having to like follow it. So just something to keep in mind, guys. If you guys have multiple accounts on the copier, like I have 6 accounts, I only look at my FTMO accounts now. I don't look at my MFF or my TFF. If I get a payout at the end of the month, great. If I don't, then it's all good. So it's all about trade psychology, guys. You guys already have the strategies here because I've provided you with all the strategies to apply. The real thing is just executing and not getting greedy. So looking over here on the 10, we've been looking at this candle for like, the past hour now. It still hasn't closed with the sell signal, so we can't look for any sells yet. We have about 15 seconds left on this candle. If this doesn't close with the sell signal, then we're back to ground zero. We got to wait for it again for the next candle to provide either a sell signal or for price to reverse and provide a buy signal here on the 5. So this candle here just closed, no sell signal again. We have another pending one here on the next one. So we're back at it, guys. You just got to wait for this here to close. So the main 2 things that we'll be looking for here are whether we get a sell signal on the 10. If we get this, then we'll look for a sell on the 1 minute. If we get a buy signal here on the 5, then we're going to look for a buy here on the 1 minute, right? Because this here is going to now start to shift. If this starts to push up, this will push up too. But yeah, these are the 2 main things. We're either looking for a sell signal here on the 10 so that we can look for sells, or we're going to look for a buy signal here on the 5 so we can look for buys here on the 1. You can see here on the 1 minute, price kind of broke away from this range, but it just went into another range. So price broke from there. Nothing really happened. Now price is back over here. Again, doing nothing. Right? Ranging, breakout, range. It wasn't even a real breakout. This is like such a small move here. Instead of breakout, I'd probably consider this a fake out, right? Because price it broke below, and then odds of it pushing back up into this range are likely. So we'll see where this goes. But as of now, there's not really much for us to look at or follow. Looks like it might have hit a bottom here. So looking over here on the 10, it looks like it might have hit a bottom. You can see it's like a double, not a double wick, but it's a big wick on the bottom side. If this is the case here and price ends up, pushing up higher, then we'll look for a buy signal here on the 5. If we get that, then we can start looking for buys here on the 1. Let's clean this up a little bit. We don't really care about these zones too much. I mean, either way, there was no entries here. So for example, we had a sell signal right here. This here wasn't rejecting off the zone, so there's no high-low momentum pivot scalp there. So we couldn't even take that for a sell. Also was right at the sessions. So a couple red flags right there. Looking over here at this buy signal. This wasn't in the direction of the trend. So you need to confirm your trade in the direction of the trend. So we couldn't even take this here for a buy. Looking over here at the sell signal. Again, right here, there's no entry. So either way, even if we don't have that confluence with the momentum, there's still no entries here for us to take, because this didn't qualify as a momentum pivot scalp. This one here didn't. This one here didn't as well. neither did this one. So there was like basically no momentum pivot scalps at all from, this entire session. No high-low momentum, and there's no momentum scalps here alone as well. So I know it's a little frustrating because I was hoping to take a couple of trades here. I was kind of excited to kick the week off like with a couple of wins, but I'm still winning. I'm winning here on the Forex trade. So my Forex trade here, I'm now up 244. 244. This is my personal account. Move my stop loss and profit. I already guaranteed profit. So I'm currently in profit about 70 pips now. So I'm winning on my Forex trade over here. It's fine. US30 over here, I'm still waiting for an entry if we could get one, but I don't know. We'll see if we get one here. So if this, we're again waiting for this to close on the 10. If this here doesn't close, we're looking for a buy signal here on the 5. So either way, I'm looking for one of these here to provide me an entry. This here has about 6 minutes left on the candle. This here has about a minute left. So I'm hoping the sell signal or whatever signal we get comes up before 8, because if it gets past 8, it's going to be a little difficult for us to take something. But you can see here that the volatility is kind of low. No surprise here. Today's Monday. There's no news. So price isn't really getting pushed around at all. It's kind of just going sideways. We do have news tomorrow. Let me check my FX book real quick, see if there's anything here that I'm missing. Any possible news events that might be coming up that we're not aware of. So there's a 6-month bill auction and 2-year note auction happening at 8:30. It's going to be past the live session time, so not really much for us to follow here. Check CNBC real quick. Any updates? No updates at all. And FTX is not doing good. I hope nobody used FTX, right? That's crazy. I'm like, the story of FTX is like, it just gets crazier and crazier by the day. Like with all the celebrities who promoted FTX, it's a lot of people who are now getting sued. Just the company in general is crazy. Other than that, let me check this real quick, see if there's any live updates. Morgan Stanley says credit card delinquencies are rising at the fastest pace since 2009. Yeah, here goes a recession. A lot of people are using credit cards and they can't afford them. So we'll see. All right, there's just nothing going on right now. 10-minute, the sell signal here disappeared again. The 5-minute, so here's the thing. If this doesn't close, I'm hoping the 5-minute here provide the buy signal. If it does, then great. We'll start looking for some buys. But as of now, there's nothing for us to take. See, Barack said, I think I'm good for the day. My connection still acting up mostly because he's on the move. Thank you, Sean. Good day. K2 Hunt Squad. Definitely, Barack. So we'll see you here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll pick back up tomorrow or later. If you want to join the mentoring session later today, we have the mentoring session at 2 o'clock, guys. Just a reminder. I'll go over the strategy in detail during the mentoring session. So our main topics for today will be the momentum scalp strategy. As I mentioned on Friday, this was the very first scalping strategy that I ever created. I just never really looked at it until now because the problem was applying it with Forex. The spreads are too wide, so it's impossible to apply the strategy. However, on US30, the spreads are good. So you can take these trades and they're pretty easy to apply. So I'll go over this strategy in detail during the mentoring session today. I'll also go over this as a reviewer, the high-level momentum pivot scalp, and then also the Forex strategy that I'm applying over here. So for our signals, I'm going to be applying basically just one strategy. I was applying the high-level momentum strategy here on Forex, but the problem with this here is that the momentum signals, they barely come up. So it's like nearly impossible for us to take those types of trades. So I'm just going to go back to the 4-hour SR zone strategy because it's just easier to apply. And then the 4-hour candle closes at the same time every day, about 6 times a day. So you guys will know exactly when to look for trades. So that's going to be what we'll be focused on. So we have that mentoring session today. Tomorrow I have another mentoring session. So just a reminder, guys, I'm doing one-on-one mentoring sessions with you guys, whether you guys are members of Kodi Trades or not. You know, I'm in the giving mood right now, so I'm giving mentoring sessions to basically everybody. If anyone wants to have a mentoring session with me one-on-one, you know, just let me know. I'll check my schedule. I'm pretty much booked up this week because of the holiday. I do have a one-on-one session tomorrow with Zach. Got another session on Friday with Maria. So next week's pretty much open if anyone wants to set up a session with me. So just let me know, guys, if there's anything that you guys need help with, if you guys want me to cover anything. If you guys have a strategy that you need help improving, you know, I can show you which indicators I have that can help you improve that strategy. So just let me know. You know, I'm here to help you guys out. So here's the 10 minutes finally closing with the sell signal. It looks like we got about a minute left on this candle here. If this closes, perfect. And if not, we'll have to wait again for the next candle. So we got about a minute left. We just need this candle to stay below here. If it stays below here on the 1 minute, then we can possibly get this. And again, it disappeared, but we got to wait for it to close. We get about 50 seconds left on this candle here. We got about 40 seconds, still a lot of time. So hoping we could provide something, but we got about 30 seconds. It's like literally a countdown at this point, waiting for the sell signal here to close. I'm looking here on the 1. If the 1 stays below, then we'll probably get the sell signal here that will close. But if it doesn't stay below, then this will probably just disappear. So got about 20 seconds left on this candle. Really hoping it closes because it's already 7:40. So we need this candle here to close so we can provide a direction. We just don't have a direction yet. I mean, this is the main problem here is like looking for or waiting for the direction. Once you have the direction, you can start looking for entries. Perfect. We got the sell signal. All right, we're looking for sells now, guys. So we're earlier looking for buys. Now we're looking for sells. So we got the sell signal here. We got the sell signal here. Let me just show you guys again. So we got the sell signal here on the 10. We got the sell signal here on the 5. We got the sell signal here on the 1, right? So you guys can see here that the momentum is pushing down super heavily. Well, now that we have this, we need the retracement. So what I'm looking for here now in the 1 minute is I'm looking for price to retrace up, right? I want price to retrace up. Once it retraces up, I'm going to catch as it comes back down. So this is the movement that I'm looking for. I need this to push up a little bit, provide me a buy signal to confirm the retracement. Once we get a sell signal right back down, this is going to confirm our direction. Enter that from there. Enter my short and full TP right there, right? If I was to catch it. So that's what I'm looking for. We have a direction now though. So that's the main thing that we've been waiting for pretty much all session. We were waiting for a direction to be set. We do have direction now because we do have a sell signal here. We have a sell signal here. And now we just need retracement and confirmation back down on the 1. So it's a matter of time. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna send an alert because I don't want to miss it. All right, so I got an alert set here. So whenever momentum hits, there we go. So we got a bullish momentum right there, right? You saw my alert. We got a bullish momentum. That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for this to provide the retracement. Once it closes, then I'm going to look for it to come back down. So we're pretty much just waiting now. We're basically fishing for this entry. Have an alert set up right there. So I'm just waiting for it to come up. We don't have it yet, but you know, when we do, I'm gonna be ready to pounce on it. All right. Nice. Maddie actually took that for a quick scalp. So nice work right there, Maddie. I didn't even think about that, but you caught that perfectly. So if you guys are applying the high-low quick scalp strategy, Maddie actually just applied it right here. We have a high here. So when he saw that wick right there, he took it for a sell. Quick TP. So you guys can see here that a lot of these strategies, they work in alignment with each other, right? We already have momentum here for a sell. So like basically if you see any good sell entries, you can just take them because they're likely to hit. So yeah, basically Maddie said he waited for the 5 minute and 10 minutes to line up and he took that entry there. So if you're wondering what strategy Maddie applied here, the strategy that he applied was the high-low quick scalp, this one right here. So for a sell, identify bearish momentum. So we have bearish momentum, sell signal right there, identify a high. We have a high right there, identify top wick rejection off the following candle, top wick rejection right there. Confirm entry is not past momentum. Momentum's way up here. So this is perfectly fine. He entered as soon as he saw the top wick and he caught that for a quick 100 pips. So great work right there, Maddie. So we have multiple strategies that you guys can apply. You know, they're all taught in the course. They're all taught in the mentoring sessions. But, you know, as I mentioned, I'm focusing on like just a few strategies here, or just, I mean, yeah, basically momentum scalp and the high-low momentum pivot scalp. So great work right there, Maddie. Looks like you guys sent me in some profits. So let's see, Patricia over here, she said mellow trading day today. Nice profit right here from her on her end. She locked in a total profit of 1,411. So nice. Not a bad way to start trading week. It's great work right there, Patricia. She's up 1,400 for the day. Barack over here as well. He said got some. He's good for the day. 3 entries for a successful day. So Barack over here locked in a total profit of 3,056 for the day. Nice work, Barack. 3,056. Solid. Maddie over here as well. He took that quick scalp that he just mentioned. He locked in 1,475 for the day. All wins, no losses. Nice work, Maddie. So solid work, guys. You guys are doing pretty good. Kenny over here is asking, hey, Sean, when are you going to start trading, start a trading college? I mean, that's basically what's happening here already, Kenny, you know, with the course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a boot camp type class, right? So that I'm going to be revamping the course with new videos with basically these main strategies. So I'm going to be setting up a boot camp, maybe like a 3-day boot camp where we just sit together for like 3 days, or even just a weekend or 2 days or 1 day. I mean, whatever works for people. I don't think we need that much time because it's not very difficult, right? I'm going to be focused on a couple strategies. The main strategies that I'm going to be focused on are going to be the momentum scalp strategy right here, the high-low momentum pivot scalp strategy, which they pretty much align with each other. You can just use them together at the same time. And then the 4-hour SR zone strategy. So I'm basically going to be focused on 3 strategies here. So this caters to everybody, whether you want to be a long-term swing intraday trader, you know, this will be perfect for you. If you want to just scalp like I'm doing, that's going to be perfect for you as well, because this is basically my bread and butter. I make most of my profit from scalping. And you guys have seen, you know, I have 3+ years of live trading sessions. I trade every single day. And it shows my credibility because it shows that I know what I'm doing, because I'm doing this consistently every single day. So for that boot camp, we're probably going to focus on just those main strategies. And I'm basically going to teach you guys how to treat this as a business, right? Because I know a lot of you guys want to be full-time traders. And it's not, I mean, it's difficult, but it's doable, right? Especially if you have someone like me who can teach you how to actually do this, you know, step by step. I can teach you how to you know, become a full-time trader and treat trading as a business where you can do this full-time. And it's not even full-time. Like for me, I only trade from 6:30 to 8 most of the time for US30. So if you guys can get this strategy down, just this strategy and this one, if you can get these 2 strategies down, you can do what we're doing here, right? We're just waiting for these possible entries to come up. Once they come up, we take them and we call it a day. So that's going to be the main goal, Kenny. You know, I don't know about starting a trading college. I'm not really, but I guess this is some form of trading college. You know, I'd rather be more personal with you guys. The thing is, if I was to start a bigger course, and then have somebody else teach you guys, and you guys won't really have that connection with me, right? Because I'm like the person that can really show you guys the ropes, to show you from like A to Z exactly what you need to do. Maddie here is helping me. So the thing with Maddie is Maddie's also holding one-on-one mentoring sessions. So if you guys want to sit down with Maddie, you guys can sit down with him and he can show you the ropes as well. Maddie learned pretty much most of his trading from me. You know, Maddie joined the group about a year ago, and I pretty much taught him everything he needed to know to, you know, really get good at this. So there's two people you guys can learn from. You can learn from me, you can learn from Maddie. You know, I'm doing this all for free. So if you guys want to get mentored by me, you know, there's people out there who will charge you like thousands of dollars to get mentored, right? I'm doing this completely free. So you guys should take advantage of it now, because I don't know how long I'll be doing this for. You know, if I get too busy, I'm not going to be able to hold these one-on-one sessions with you guys anymore. So, you know, get it while you can. Once I start recording and producing the new videos for the new course, I'm probably not going to have much time, which is probably going to start in the next couple of weeks. Or it might even start this week. I'm just going to try to squeeze out videos every day so we can get that together. Yeah, Maddie said this is basically a trading college. Yeah, no, I mean, it basically is. But, you know, my goal here is to be just, the thing is, I really like trading. So I like trading so much that I'll even teach you guys for free. That's really what it is. I get bored. Like I try to pick up hobbies, but I don't really have many other hobbies aside from trading. So I like helping you guys because it helps me. Like when I teach you guys my strategies, this actually makes me better. This makes me a better trader. So you're kind of helping me help you. So I'm helping you guys learn my strategies, but I'm also helping myself master them. So that's why I'm kind of doing this. Like a lot of people are like always ask, why am I doing it for free, or why am I even mentoring people? The reason I do it is because, you know, trading is a game that you never end. Like your learning never stops. It doesn't matter how good of a trader you are or how long you've been trading, you're still learning every single day. So for me, when I'm teaching you guys, I'm actually becoming a better trader than I already am. And it's beneficial for both of us, because when I'm making money, you guys are making money, right? So it's all good. Yeah, Patrick said lots of mentors charge thousands of dollars and folks are worse off as traders. Yeah, I know, right? So the thing with me, guys, is like I try to show you guys my my transparency, because I trade live with you guys. It's not like I'm teaching you guys something and not actually applying it. I'm literally showing you guys what I'm doing, and then I'm doing it every day live, like real time, like how we're doing right now. You know, I can't fake live trading. If I lose a trade, you guys know I'm losing a trade. Like this GA trade over here, right? I called this with you guys. I took it, and you guys can see that it's actually running. I'm not showing you a replay of what happened last week. I'm not like, oh, I took this trade last week, here's my profit. I'm like, no, I'm showing you literally as it's happening. What happens with a lot of people, and you guys probably don't notice this, is you'll see a lot of people on YouTube post like really big profits, but what happens is they're taking these trades on like a bunch of accounts. So like when they have one account that actually hits, that's what they're showing you. They don't show you like the 10 other accounts where they blow accounts, because they're not trading live with you. And it blows my mind. It's crazy. Whenever I see these videos on YouTube or on Instagram, you see these people making like, and I'm not calling anybody out, but I'm just saying, like, basically there's some people that, and I know, and you guys probably know which ones I'm talking about. It's like those scammer people you see like with advertisements on YouTube and stuff. They say that they make like $1,000 per trade, and then they don't show you like all the hundreds of accounts that they've blown to just have that one account to show some profit, to show you the video, right? Like you guys need to, like, if you want to learn from somebody that's actually doing it live with you guys, like this, where I'm showing you analysis. Like I haven't taken any trades today because nothing's come up, but if something did come up, I'd show you the trade. And to be able to do this consistently, like every single day, it's not easy. So the real thing is to just get a routine down and to just execute the same way every single day. Like for example, here I have a sell signal. I'm looking for this retracement. I haven't gotten it yet, so I can't show you any trades because my setup hasn't come yet. When the setup comes, then you'll see the trade play out, and I'll show you analysis, and I'll show you profit, and I'll show you that it's actually doable, and it's not something that that not everyone can do, right? Because it's super simple. Now we're just looking for a buy signal here, looking for a buy signal to come up. Once that buy signal comes up, great. Once it comes back down, that's where I'm going to make the entry at this point right here. So you guys will see, how this plays out. Let's see. David said, Sean, sign me up for next week, whatever time works for you. Yeah, sure, David. Hey, David, send me a message on Telegram just so that we can coordinate, because there's a couple people who actually messaged me. So if you could send me a message on Telegram, David, and also you, Ross, just send me a message and then I'll check the calendar. I'm looking at my calendar right now. I think I'm pretty much open for the most part. I just got to check to confirm. Let's see. So next week. Yeah, aside from the group mentoring session, I think I should be good most of the week. So just message me on Telegram, guys, and then I'll set up that session with you guys. I have 2 sessions this week. Tomorrow, or today, we have the group mentoring session. Tomorrow, I have a session with Zach. Friday, I have a session with Maria. And then next week's pretty much open for the most part. I just got to double check my calendar. So, all right, still no entry here. I'll hang out with you guys for a little longer past 8 because I'm still looking for this entry here too. Because I know the entry is going to come. It's a matter of time until it does come. Unless we get a buy signal here. If we get a buy signal on the 5 or on the 10, then we're probably not going to get an entry. But the problem with this here is that price is in a slow downtrend. It's trending down, but it's like a very, very slow downtrend. So as you guys can see right here, it is trending down, but it's also going sideways. Right. So there's not really much here. To work with. Downtrend, but sideways movement here. Let's see some more profit over here. Let's see, Patricia said a little more for the day. She's now up 1,900 for the day. Nice work, Patricia. Great work, guys. So it looks like a lot of you guys here are still taking trades, based off my live analysis here, which is good. I'm hoping I can catch at least one with you guys here. We just can't get that sell signal, that buy signal to come up. So we got that buy signal that just came up. The problem with price here now, though, is that it's going sideways. It's not really a safe market to trade in right now. Kevin over here killing it as usual. Kevin's currently at 14,059 for the day. So nice work right there, Kenny. Not Kenny, sorry, Kevin. Kevin over here is up 14,059. So nice work right there. You guys probably haven't seen Kevin in a while, but we've been in touch and he's still doing pretty good as usual. He still comes on these live sessions and just like sits in and listens to the analysis, and then he takes his own trades, which is perfectly fine. So great work right there, Kevin. Patrick over here as well. Patrick said, when market is like this, I set TP or trailing stop loss not to be greedy. Yeah. So Patrick over here, looks like his first trade over here, he took that, had his trailing stop locked in about 1,000. And then his 3 other trades over here hit his full TP. Total profit of 3,971 for the day. So great work right there, Patrick. Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good today. So solid work, guys, across the board. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here profiting. Unfortunately, I haven't taken my trade yet, but I'm still looking for something here to come up. So I need this buy signal here to close. Once it closes, I can possibly cash this ride back down. The only problem is that price is like starting to consolidate right here and go sideways. So here we are on the 5. We have the sell signal still. So for the most part, still looking good. We got the sell signal here. We got the sell signal here. We need that buy signal here to close, but it's not closing yet. Nice. Yeah. Kevin said, I take the trades you call as well as my own. Your trades always hit. Have to take them when you call them out. Yeah, no, definitely, Kevin. Thanks, man. Yeah. I'm more about like conservative trading. So that's why for me personally, when I do take trades, I don't take too many trades, but when I do take a trade, it usually hits. So Kevin here is saying that, he takes trades when I call him, but he takes his own trades as well alongside, which is great. That's how everyone should be. Everyone should be an independent trader. But you should use my trades as well to just to have like a high confident trade. And I feel like that's a problem with a lot of people. They don't have the confidence to take their own trades yet, which is perfectly fine. If you just wait for my trades, you should be able to catch them as well. So Here we go. As price goes sideways, we still have that buy signal that's kind of pending right here. It's 7:57 right now, but I'll stay online with you guys for a little longer just to see if we can cash something. We just don't have anything just yet, but I'm anticipating something to come here. All right, we got that buy signal right there. So we have this pending buy signal here on the 1 minute. This is fine. The thing that we want to look out for here is we want to make sure the 5 minute here doesn't close with the buy signal. If this closes with the buy signal, then I think we'll probably be calling it a day. Just keep in mind that today's Monday, so it is risky to take trades today. So if you don't have to take anything, I'd probably just hold off till tomorrow. The problem with this here is that if we get a buy signal here and we get a buy signal here, it's going to start shifting. You can see the 10-minute here starting to shift as well. So even if we don't find an entry right now, this entry will probably come up for a buy later today, probably like closer to 10, because it's going to take some time for this buy signal here to come up. But you guys can see here how momentum is shifting. If this starts the buy signal, this can follow and this can follow as well. But if it doesn't, then we can possibly look for a sell, but we just don't have that yet. Man, it's just a crappy market today. We don't have any entries. So just looking back at every momentum signal here, there were no high-low momentum pivot scalp entries. Looking at this right here, this zone didn't provide the rejection, so we couldn't take the entry here. Also, this was right at the Asia high. So it was right at the sessions. We couldn't take the trade there, even if it provided an entry. This buy signal right here wasn't in the direction of the trend, so there's no entry there. This buy signal right here was not rejecting off the structure. So this one here didn't align either. There's just no entries here today. I mean, this was also on opening price too, right there at that blue line. So we couldn't take the trade here to begin with. All right, so we got the buy signal over here. Let me check this real quick. All right, so this is where it's going to become an issue. This is what I was worried about. We do have the buy signal here, but we have a buy signal here as well that's currently pending. So this is going to be an issue because the momentum is not aligned anymore. This here was a sell signal. This here was a sell signal. We were looking for the sell here, but the problem here on the 5 is that there's now a buy signal that's pending over here. So I'll follow this here to see if this closes with the sell signal, because this would technically still fit the criteria. The only problem here is that the 5 minute here doesn't meet the criteria anymore if this closes with a buy signal, because we need all of these momentum signals to be a sell. So we need this to be a sell, which is fine. This is a sell. We need this to be a sell, which is fine. It's actually a sell too. We just need the sell signal here. The problem with the 5 is that there's a pending buy signal here. So if this closes with a buy signal, these are no longer in alignment, right? You have 10 minute, 5 minute. You'll have the 10 minute and 1 minute with a sell, but not the 5. The other thing here that I'll be looking at, which could be a confluence for us, will be the high-low momentum pivot scalp. Our GA position here is still running in profit. I'm at 250 in profit, almost at 300 in profit. My stop loss is in profit though, so I'm just gonna let it run. I'm gonna leave it alone, just let it do what it needs to do. This will probably hopefully hit TP by the end of the day, if not tomorrow. My profit on this trade is gonna be about close to 600. So not too bad. All right, I'm looking for that sell signal. So the buy signal here disappeared. It's appearing and disappearing, so it's a little bit of a risky area here. Yeah, so we have the buy signal here that keeps appearing and disappearing. It's 8:02 right now, so it's past 8. So So we have a possible sell entry here, but as I mentioned, it's kind of risky because this 5-minute over here has a pending buy signal. So this is going to be contradicting of our entry. The thing with this though is that it hasn't closed. So that's the one thing that you want to keep in mind. This here hasn't closed yet. So this here would still technically be valid. So I'll hang out with you guys until this candle here closes. If it, I mean, it's going to be an issue here. This here might be an entry though. So this is an entry here for a sell, but it's considered kind of risky. So let me see if I can hop into this right here. This does align. Let me check real quick. So let me see if it comes back down. If it comes back down, I'll probably hop into it and just write this down for a quick little push. Because I think if it does come back down, it'll it'll just blast right through and hit TP. The problem with this here is that this here just keeps appearing and disappearing on the 5. So that's what's making it kind of risky. So I'll probably wait for this to come back down. If it comes back down, it'll probably fill the order and then blast right through a TP. But this here is what's kind of throwing it off, because we do have that pending buy signal on there that's just not sitting right. Man, I wish this thing didn't have a buy signal, because then this would have been a perfect entry, but it just didn't. It didn't play out that way. So if it doesn't come back down, it's not going to fill my order, and that's fine. I have a pending sell stop there. So if price does come below, it'll fill my order and then we'll drop lower. But if not, then it's all good. Let's wrap it up for the day and we'll pick back up tomorrow. Let me see. Let me see if it pushes. If this pushes past here, then I'm just going to cancel it because there's no point in holding it there. So I'm not in this position yet, but I do have a sell stop right here in case price does come back down. So I'm not in this yet, but I'm going to see if it does come back below. It's just a messy entry here because of this 5-minute. If this here didn't have the, okay, so this is one thing to look out for here. If this doesn't close, then it might just come right back down. All right. So it didn't close, but it's doing the same thing again. There's another pending buy signal here on the next candle. I was hoping it was going to just come right back down, but it doesn't look like it. So, all right, guys, I think this is it. I'm not going to risk it because it's just not worth the risk. Or, you know, we could just keep watching it for now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat, but I don't think this is going to come back down. Not at least not a smooth move. So I still have my pending sell waiting right there for me to catch it if it does come down. But I'm not really banking on this too much because it's just kind of going back and forth. Plus this buy signal over here is throwing me off because it doesn't align with the momentum. We need a sell signal here, sell signal here, and sell signal here. But this right here keeps providing a pending buy signal. So while it might come down, I don't want to consider this like a safe entry because you just want everything to line up here. And you can see how this momentum signal keeps coming up. It just comes up, disappears, comes up, disappears. And it's just not giving me confidence in the entry. I still got it pending right now, though. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I think we'll probably be wrapping this up for the day. I'll be back here in about 6 hours for the mentoring session. So, you know, just sit tight for that if you guys want to sit in for that. We'll be covering this strategy, the high-level momentum pivot scalp. We'll also be covering this momentum scalp strategy. And then we'll also be covering the 4-hour SR zone strategy as well. These are basically going to be the main strategies that I'll be applying, main strategies I'll be teaching. Just, you know, I want to focus on just a couple of strategies for you guys to apply, but you guys are always welcome to apply whatever strategy you guys like. You guys don't have to focus on just one or two. But I think that's probably best because you guys can just focus on mastering those and not have to worry about the different types of strategies that you can apply. Because I know a lot of you guys get overwhelmed. So I guess I could sit tight for a little bit. Let me see. I still have the pending sell, that's why. So I'm waiting for this to come down. I don't have it. It hasn't filled yet, but I got my pending sell waiting right there. No, you know what? I'm going to get FOMO if I stay on here. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll be back in a few hours for the mentoring session. Let me see if I'm missing anything else over here. C68 is just waking up. Yeah, he's definitely in holiday mode. So I'll keep you guys updated on this. I do have my pending sell still like waiting there. So I'll just keep you guys updated if it does play out. If not, then you know, I'm just gonna cancel it. If it goes up, I'm gonna cancel it. If it comes down, then I'll just wait for it to see if it plays out. But if not, I think that'll be it. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap the session up. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll be back in a couple hours for the mentoring session. If you guys have any questions, line them up for that session and we'll cover them in detail. Otherwise, if not, I'll see you guys here tomorrow, same place, same time for the live session, and we'll pick back up then. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys here for the mentoring session at 2 p.m. Pacific.